Well, hello folks, welcome back to the channel. I am the Custard Prophet. We're back here for another ATS career mode playthrough with the Custard Haulers USA. And we are currently in Joplin, vehicle malfunction. We'll talk a bit about that in a second, because I've got now a cost, how much it's going to cost us to sort out that malfunction that keeps happening. Just passing through Joplin at the minute, and we are going to be taking a roadroller, which we are yet to pick up, from Joplin all the way along the southern part of Missouri, which we haven't been on those roads really at all, to the town, or the rather exotic sounding town of Cape Girardeau. Girardeau sounds quite French. Don't know why this guy is taking his sweet time. So we are going to be picking up, as you can see just in front of us, a scenic viewpoint and a photo opportunity in Joplin. So I'm thinking we need to kind of go straight on, even though there isn't necessarily a road there. Now Joplin, for those, and I only know this really through the interest my daughter has on around this topic, and also some stuff from Zilla's episode when he went through Joplin. There was a rather nasty tornado that went through this. So I think we're just going to go straight on here. Oh, please. Right, in here. Right, yeah, there was a tornado that went through Joplin. I think it was 2011, which absolutely leveled it. Oh, what are they doing? What is going on there? I have no idea what's going on there. We'll find out, because we'll see that. Let's have a look at this scenic viewpoint. And this is kind of talked about in the game. There's at least nodded towards. So this is Joplin town centre. Yeah, they are still rebuilding it. So he is... Oh no, that's just like a selfie stick, isn't it? This must be... So that's the Route 66, some sort of some memorial or something. Oh, not memorial, but you know what I mean. Something to recognise Route 66 that it doesn't exist. I think it started... the planning of it was done, as I understand, in Springfield, but I think it may have... this may be a significant point along it. Well, this looks rather fancy. Oh, look at this. What on earth are they? Okay, a church. They're bumping crotches together. I don't know what that's about. There we go, Joplin. Yeah, we don't really see too much more there. Yeah, it looks like they're taking photos. I thought they were taking photos of him, but I think they're just all taking photos of that building. These are trucking, well, roads enthusiasts or driving enthusiasts. So here we go. Vehicle malfunctioned. Right, so we are going to be taking... Oh, we'll take an image actually, just a second before we go anywhere. What are we looking at here? The utilities company. Huh. What is all that about? If anyone has the faintest clue why we're taking photos of utilities companies, please let me know, because I do not understand that. Right, so we're going to be heading left at the lights, and we're going to be going to Subtropolis, which is the name that the terror stores have changed into, which I still don't fully understand why that's happened, but you know, it is what it is. So what I'll do is we'll drive out there, we'll pick up our roadroller, and then, because we've not been in that particular terror store, we'll pick it up and then we'll drive out of there so you get to see kind of what the inside of that one looks like as well. So I'll see you in a second when we pick up our roadroller. So here we are on the drive into the terror store. I think it probably made more sense to you could actually see this coming up, because it always looks a little bit more impressive. It's 9:43 in the morning. We have taken some sleep. We do need some petrol, actually, some fuel, gas, as they say in the States, rather urgently. I did mean to pick that up, actually, but I clearly forgot to do that. So let's just have a quick look at the this is the map of the terror store. You can see we're going to go into there, and then we need to pick up some gas. Where are we going to manage to do that from? We were all the way down here as well. We could have done it, and there's nothing really that nearby. I wonder whether we've got enough to get to Springfield and just get into Springfield and sort of go through there as we've done previously and pick it up in here. We can pick up some question marks along the same at the same time. That feels like that might be a worthwhile endeavour. Not quite sure how much we've got in the tank, but you can see it's pretty much at the limit. I think if we press F6, oh no, that's when the next rest stop is. I never quite. So excessive. You can see here the problem. We've got excessive vehicle wear. Visit service for diagnostics. So it's not about damage, but it's about the fact is our parts have weared because of the serious amount of damage that we put on them. So yeah, I went to a right. How do we get into this? It's not directly ahead. I think it's around the corner. So I think this is the one that Zilla came to. But yeah, we went to a service area and we had a look at this, how to fix our damage and how much it would cost. So it's the cab that's severely damaged because it was thrown on its head, basically. And it is going quite a lot, but it is going to cost us $35,000 or $38,000, which is, I mean, that is significant cash. You look how much money we've got in the bank. We've got $3,000 in the bank that we had to take a $2,500 loan to make that happen. So what the heck do we do about this? Because we can't. We can go straight on here. Yeah, nice. Straight in here. Yeah, we can't just kind of. Ooh. Oh, we need to go through that. Yeah, we can't just kind of get loans out to get this. But then what else can we do? If it starts to become a real problem, we can live with it at the minute. That basically the truck malfunctions now and again, but it's not caused a significant issue. So we're going to take this road roller. I'm not sure. I mean, you'd feel this might be quite a heavy one. So that's what we're going to have to try and just manage. And you know, if we get 30 odd thousand, rather than getting a new truck, or maybe we do get a new truck. Maybe that's what we do, and hire someone, and then replace what we've got. I don't know. I don't know what makes the most sense out of all of this, but yeah, so out we go. We don't really have a proper look around, but I really like how all of these areas are completely different. And it's nice to sort of see this in the day, really get to grips with what this kind of looks like. Yeah, they're all completely different, so that is pretty awesome. So we're going to try our very hardest to get into Springfield. I'm hoping we don't run out of cash, because that would completely screw up our delivery. Fuel, because I've not done that before. So how far away? So Springfield doesn't look that far away. It feels like it maybe make more sense to go here because it's closer. So I think that's what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go down here off camera. And then we've got a trip across the state, basically. But we'll start our trip properly when we pick up the fuel, and then we'll do a few time lapses as we go across the bottom. Before we get there, let's just talk a little bit about what we're trying to achieve in today's video. So, it is going more, isn't it? So we've already picked up number 8 of the Ozark Explorer, and if you're not sure what that one is, that's just getting all of those cutscenes that we need to get. So that's a good one to pick up, and we did that just in Joplin. Then we are going to be picking up the next one in the cruising Missouri, because we're delivering over 100 miles to a place that we've not delivered to or from before, and that's Cape Girardeau. So that's important. Oh Christ! Let me go. Don't do anything silly. There was no one driving in that car. I don't think. I didn't see anyone in there. So that's good, and we will also potentially be getting 10 out of 10, so completing the Show Me State achievement, which would be very, very nice. We've got a few other bits and pieces to talk about as well, but let's get back into Joplin, get ourselves some fuel, and then get on the road. Let me know in the comments what you think about what we should be doing about this issue. Should we get another loan to fix this £38,000 issue, or are we just going to be compounding the problem? I really feel disappointed, because this is the game that has made this happen, not us, which is frustrating, because I don't think we necessarily deserve this, given that the crash was entirely the game's fault and nothing to do with us. And again, if you've not seen that crash, go back a couple of episodes, because it is an absolute doozy of a crash, to use American terminology, in which it seems what happened is that a truck spawned inside my truck. The rarest of rare events. Anyway, folks, I'm going to see you in a little bit when we pick up our truck. I'm going to see you a bit when we pick up when we've picked up the fuel in Joplin. And in fact, what we might do is do a bit of a time lapse from Joplin all the way to through Springfield and further on, and then we'll come back and have a little chat about a few other things, including YouTube Shorts. You might have noticed that we've been a bit busy doing stuff using YouTube Shorts. So see you in a bit, and we'll probably have a time lapse right now for you guys coming out of Joplin, but I got to get there first. Okay, folks, well, we're just driving south of Springfield at the minute. You probably saw in the time lapse that I had a little bit of an accident, tried to take a corner a little bit fast and hit one of these kind of bollard things, which absolutely destroyed my cab. It was incredibly, I just assumed it was to be like a little sign, but no, it was the hardest thing known to man. 12% damage. So we probably are going to feel the effects of that as we go. So I wanted to talk a little bit of a few bits and pieces as we go, and then we'll kind of go from there. As you can see, we've a little bit more populated in this area. But yeah, so slight change of tack. So you probably, if you've been watching the channel, or you get kind of notifications when things come out, that I've actually been playing around with a few YouTube shorts. So this is something that I've been meaning to do for a little while, because I think actually this lends itself quite nicely to this type of content. Certainly, you know, a minute's worth of you know, spectacular driving, taking some of the nicer drives that I've done and sort of distilling those down into a sort of very short amount of space. Oh, I thought that was a hidden road. I've been meaning to do it for ages, and there's loads and loads of content that I can kind of look at and try and get you know, get these sort of short versions of. So that's something I am going to be doing, because actually the numbers that you get from those YouTube shorts are immense, and they will help the channel hugely in terms of finding new people to come in and watch. So please don't feel like I'm kind of concentrating on those more than I am this. That's not the case at all. Generally, I'm going to be doing those when I'm struggling to actually find the time to do a full drive. So I'll be making shorts instead, but it should just be going alongside what we already have. So maybe 2 of these a week. And I'm already seeing a massive uptick in views just as a result of introducing these shorts. I'm going to do a little bit of an update in next few days. Another malfunction. I can understand why now. We've got basically no truck. Maybe the next month or so, just to sort of tell you how things are going along, and you know, with a change in the way we've focused things on the channel, much more in the way of very much focused on simulation type style games, or tycoon style games, all that sort of stuff. And you know, so I'll tell you exactly how that has done to the channel. A little spoiler, it's done quite good things, I think, and this is just going to help it. So hopefully this is going to be something that you will enjoy, just kind of reminding yourself of a trip that we've done in the past. And I will be kind of going back through the archives in ETS, and as well as doing sort of more recent stuff in ATS, and just making a few of those little shorts. Let me know if there are things that you think that will be good for that, and what you think about that, because it's it's a slight addition to what we're doing on the channel, but it definitely seems to help. Yeah, so that's the YouTube shorts. And I also wanted to answer a question, because Gilweb mentioned that I had talked about when we went past the Kansas City ladies football team, and thank you very much for a few other people who've mentioned that. Yeah, that is exactly what it is. What my football team was, because I'd mentioned them, and actually I'd actually, as I record this video, went to see my team live yesterday, play a match, because they came near where I live. Don't get to see them very much at all, so that was really, really nice to see. So my team are a team called Burton Albion. They're in the 3rd tier of English football leagues. So essentially they are nowhere near the likes of Manchester United and what have you, but they're a decent sized side. And I've followed them for many years. I grew up in and around Burton, and that's why I support them. So Burton is a town in the central part of England, near Birmingham, slightly north of Birmingham, and it's basically famous for making beer. That's where a lot of like traditional English beer was made. So beer such as Bass, Marston's, Pedigree, and those sort of things. Probably not heard of those types of beer, but that's So they were a club that was formed in the 1950s, and you know, it's only relatively recently have started doing well. When I supported them, when they were in non-league football, so that's like way down, and they've, you know, really kind of improved in the last few years, which has been amazing to see. But yeah, yesterday they got a 0-0 draw, which was really not the most exciting game. It was really wet, so it was some sliding tackles like you've never seen before. But the point we get from that could be really important for our season. So we're right on the cusp of relegation, and that point just kept us above the team below us who were in those relegation positions, and we really don't want to get relegated from the league. So yeah, fingers crossed the last 4 games of the season we do just about enough to stay in the league and then maybe build from there. Yeah, so that's a bit of a bit of my football team. So let's do another little time lapse. I've got one other thing to share, which we'll do on our way into Cape Girardeau. And if you know anything about that place, let me know, because it does sound ridiculously exotic. Well, folks, we're back on the final little stretch, 14 miles until we get to Cape Girardeau. We've just gone past the Cape Girardeau Regional Airport. There are so many massive rivers around here. I guess these are all the Missouri tributaries as we're going to get up off here, which looks like main part of Cape Girardeau. I'm not entirely sure. It looks like we could do with sleeping as well. Going to get a decent amount of money. As you can see, we had to pay quite a lot of money. There we go, 9 out of 10 in the Show Me State. We're not actually completing the Show Me State today. I was going to drop into Poplar Bluff, but with all the sort of issues with the trucks needing service, etc., I decided against that and just trying to get here, and we'll probably try and service the truck here. I don't think, as you can see again, it's getting worse and worse and worse, so I think we're going to have to do something about it. You can see on the right there we've got somewhere we can go for this, so we will do that, and we're just going to have to bite the bullet, pay the man the money, get the loan, and we'll just hope that that's going to be fine. So I did want to talk about a little comment that was left from Micro Pizza, who is our resident Finnish truck driver. And yeah, he's not had a crash in real life until yesterday, as he put his comment up. And he actually made the local news with this little accident, which was not his fault. I think it was important to say this straight out right. It was not his fault. It was the other driver who was at fault. But it's the thing that crashed into him, which was the key thing here, which was the reason that are we able to go? Oh no, Jesus Christ, what is that light doing? It's not red, it's not. Oh, there we go. That was really not very red. Yeah, so he actually crashed into a tank. Yeah, an armoured vehicle, not quite a tank, but it makes it sound much more exciting. Yeah. So that's what was that? I didn't hit anything. Was this just really bad roads? That's mad. I don't know what that was, because I really didn't see anything. But yeah, we could definitely do with fixing up things. So right ahead of us there. Well, this looks like... I mean, look at these old houses. That's pretty cool. Are we going to be able to see whatever that is on the left that it wants us to look at? I don't think we are, folks. Might just take a left here and just see if we can see it down this way. What is this? Ah, that's more like it. So, have we got something on the hill? We do have something on the hill there. Let's just have a quick look what that is. It's Cape Girardeau City Hall. Nice. Very fancy. But yeah, what oh, discovered a new viewpoint. Oh, okay. Well, we'll pick that up. Is this a... Oh, look at this, folks. What on earth have we got here? I love that they've got these bunch of hidden viewpoints. I still haven't... Oh, what the heck is this? Just let's take a picture of this. Right, what on earth have we got here? Cross this. God, this is not going to be easy. We don't want to end up going down there. That's for sure. But let's see what this is. Cape Girardeau, the viewpoint. So this is 9 out of 12 on the Ozark Explorer. I'm not sure how many are left, but... Oh, look, it's at a paddle steamer. Oh, how cool is this? Missouri Wall of Fame. I think that's a decent title for the episode, isn't it? And is that what we saw on the hill? Not entirely sure. Looks grand enough to be that. Didn't look quite. And then they've got this bridge in the background. I mean, I have to confess, I've never heard of this place in my life before. But what an impressive looking place it is. It's sort of a real mixture of architectural styles, isn't it? Hard to know what the heck is going on here. All sorts of crazy stuff going on. Is that where we are? Is that the Wall of Fame on the... Is this somewhere else? Because we're not that far away from the bridge. Wow. Okay, we'll continue. We'll continue on down here. And we'll get back and get that delivery on. But what a nice little random route this is. Completely different. Wow, where the heck are we going? The best be a way to turn round. That's all I'm saying, because that's going to be a problem if there isn't. Right, okay. Not really very well. Look at that massive door. Right, okay. Then we turn round out of this. We get through. Right, there we go. Okay. And through we go. Well, that was an unexpected little bonus, wasn't it? Enjoyed that a lot. And that goes underneath the bridge. That would be a worthwhile going on. We'll do that probably tomorrow as I think we're gonna drive back towards Poplar Bluff. Pick up the scenic viewpoint in Poplar Bluff and also the the other bits in there. I think there's a photo op as well that we can pick up. Let's go. Can we go over here? It's not necessarily good driving, but it feels like this is fine. Through this car. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think we've come the wrong way, but you know, I'm not sure where we're delivering this to. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a 90. Okay. Right, where is this 90? Okay, it's down there. Why is that such a tricky one? Okay. So what? I mean, yeah, okay, I get it's not straightforward, but that's not impossible, is it? So can we just go through on the left there? I'm going to try this. We'll just come back round via this bus station. I think there's a way through there, and then we can just kind of jink the trail around, which should be fine. So see you in a sec, just while we're lining this up. Here we go. Now I might be missing something here, folks, but I'm not really seeing why this is a 90. Maybe I am missing something. Go. Oops. So what's wrong with that? Oh, I've just not got far enough back, that's why. Okay, so I think the 90 aspect of it is just basically because we've got this truck right there, but I mean, we barely scraped it. Barely scraped it. There we go, folks. Well, let me know what you think about that. Let me know what you think about the wall of everything. I think I like it. 20 out of 50, 15 out of 20 on the 17 out of 20 on the parking challenge. They're doing really well. Big load of XP there, working towards level 7. All very good. And we are currently in Cape Girardeau. That is going to be number 8 of 12 for cruising Missouri. And we picked up another secret viewpoint, which is pretty awesome. So let's just have a quick look at the map. So extra viewpoints. We've got the one in Poplar Bluff, which we already knew about. We've got one in Springfield, which we did not pick up. We've got one here, just south of Columbia. That's 3. We've got one here, which is south of Jefferson City. We've got one here in St. Louis. That's 4. We've got one here in Kirkville. That's 5. We've got... Oh, that's not one of the... So, looking through it, there's an extra 5 that we can get. And we are currently at 8 out of 12. Having got... Or 9 out of 12, isn't it now? For the Ozark Explorer. So it looks like there is sufficient. It looks like there's sufficient of these scenic viewpoints without finding the other ones to complete the achievement, which is a shame. But it might mean that there are additional scenic viewpoints out there. Let me know without telling me where they are if you have found any of these additional to the ones that we've done already. Love to hear that. And whether there are any really cool hidden roads somewhere. You can give me the vague location of where they are, but just not exactly where they are. Right, folks, we are done for another day. If you did enjoy that, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.